have 9 o'clock. Silence your devices if you have not already. We'll call the meeting to order. Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. Any conflicts, gentlemen?
None.
The agenda, we are going to remove item number 7. Todd and Feline will not be here. Any other corrections? Motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve as amended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of the minutes from August 19th. Any corrections?
Motion.
Second.
Charlie, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Claims. I did not see anything out of ordinary.
No, we couldn't be. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pipeline liaison, Steve Kinkle.
Good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
Don't have a lot today, just some brief updates.
You look good on Channel 3.
Oh, yeah. There was quite a few of those.
Way better than I would.
On the morning TV too, so it was okay.
Since we were last here, officially Story County has also joined the Supreme Court appeal. So
Good.
Yep, so we're not out there alone. Found out that it needs to be certified, the petition to the Supreme Court by October 24th. And met with attorneys last week, and the attorney group that is representing us from DC said it could be maybe as early as January, early spring, where they could know if it does go in front of the Supreme Court. So I was surprised. He said that's the most optimistic, so it ain't a year the way it sounds. Mike and I had that meeting down at ISAC Pipeline. Mike attended. I thought that was very well attended information, and there's a couple counties in the state that are gathering other counties because, like we said before, this is far-reaching, and they're realizing our authority on local control and zoning ordinances could be in jeopardy. I mean, there's a lawsuit just been filed against a county for wind ordinances, setbacks, and so it's not just about pipelines. Did you have anything about the meeting down there?
The meeting was just very supportive from counties all across the state. And there was maybe 8-10 counties represented there.
That was about 20.
Oh, were that many?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, they were all very supportive, glad we're doing it.
Yep.
Wished and hoped they could help a little bit in some capacity, whether it's
Right.
letters of support or that kind of thing.
Meet us brief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. And Tim and I are meeting with ISAC this week to actually reach out to us and want to talk more about that. So I'll have more of an update of that at the next one. So yeah, it's a roller coaster ride. It seems like
Yeah.
real busy with it, and then not so much, but it's getting more. And then the 5 judicial reviews have been filed against the IUC by different organizations, and Coalition Counties is one of them. That's going to start coming around here late fall. So there's going to be quite a bit going on through the court system. So,
And some of the counties that weren't too excited about even being involved at all in it early on
right.
have now come around and their eyes have gotten opened a little bit about the
Yeah.
far-reaching consequences of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said,
It's not just about a pipeline.
they asked to attend that meeting and learn more about it, and
Right.
they are
The-
very supportive of Steve and Shelby and Story County's leadership on it.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
We don't want that one thing in our toolbox, the zoning ordinances. They realize if that authority is gone, it's going to not allow us to protect and preserve our counties and our residents.
we talked about solar and the large capacity battery installations are kind of coming down the pike, and the wind, of course, and so
Right.
all those things. And just,
Right. Okay. Anything questions for me?
Nope. Appreciate it.
Okay. Have a good day.
Did we,
Thanks,
Steve,
Steve.
did we get, Tim Whipple was gonna send you maybe with the letter of engagement with the $60,000 cap for the insurance company, has that or something?
25. No, that's probably going to be a week or two.
Okay.
And it's not an emergency, because
Right.
we do have time.
I just
Yeah,
want to make
yeah.
sure we're
Yeah.
covered there.
Yep.
But they
Yep.
say what they do sometimes, they're not.
No, he looked good about it. He had
Yeah.
said at the meeting that it wouldn't be this past week. He was gonna start working on that this week.
Yeah, okay.
So, okay.
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Chris Frederickson, County Engineer Report.
Hey Chris,
Good morning.
Chris.
how is everybody?
Good.
Good.
Good. Right at bushy tail,
That's a good thing.
maybe bushy tail.
Okay, start off this morning, I have 7 assorted right-of-way use permits from Farmers Mutual Telephone. They are looking to place fiber on some assorted miles. All this would be down to the east and southeast of Shelby. Again, work with them quite a lot. I don't have any issues with what they're asking for, and I have all their insurance and everything else that is necessary. I don't know, do you want me to read off every road or?
Unless there's something, I think if there's any questions, maybe we need to.
Can we
Fair.
approve it in a bundle?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they're all Farmers Mutual.
yeah,
Make a motion to
straightforward.
approve.
They've always done a great job. So,
I'll second that.
a motion from Charlie, a second from Mike to approve the right-of-way permits. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, stop sign, resolution and discussion. I was asked to review an intersection of F16, Linden Road, and 2400 Street. Had a few issues there, and I did speak to Sheriff Gross about what he had seen. I guess just going on why the intersection is signed the way it is, F16 is a signed route. You come in from the west, and then it turns north on that corner. That is why there is no stop signs stopping F16. The only stop signs are on the east corner and the south corner. It is not only the farm to market route, but it is also a minor collector, and this is on the federal classification of routes. So it is a through route. So that's why it is signed the way it is signed. Everybody expects, or generally would expect, that the major route goes through, or this would be a minor collector, but that would be the through route. So I know there's been some incidents up there. Sight distance, I did take these pictures of all 4 corners.
Chris, in this first map, are we looking south here?
That would be looking
This
east.
is looking, oh, right there. Couldn't read you right. Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
I've been up there to that pub climbing on the hill there.
So as you can see at the bottom of the hill at the intersection on the first page, either coming from the south or from the north is more difficult, and if you're coming from the west, you can't see south or north very well. So visibility is an issue up here. I've gone through what I would recommend on this if we're looking for a change or just some additional warning of things that are going on. And we do have other intersections in the county that have the same way of signing because of the way the roads intersect. So this is not an individual case. The visibility makes it a little worse. What I would recommend, depending on the severity of how we want to sign this, I would put a yield sign on the north intersection to just give a heads up to the northbound traffic that they are required to yield. By the MUTCD code, a yield sign will act as a stop sign, more or less. It's a little less restrictive. Obviously, if you don't have traffic to yield to, it still lets you be open and not go to a complete stop. But it does reaffirm that your side is the one to stop or yield to any oncoming traffic. So
That would clarify stopping on the north and south.
right. It would at least give warning that there is an intersection, and you better be aware of it. that your direction of travel is required to do something.
Is there any way we can like trim some of this stuff back over here on the
All-
south side?
All of that
Is
is
on that
off the right
Allen's.
of way.
Okay,
Yeah, I've cut a lot on that intersection in my previous job, and the farmer, of course, wants to keep those trees for a windbreak,
okay.
so.
And Chris, there is a stop sign on the south,
Right.
on the
Yep.
northbound.
Behind the blue sign there, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a stop sign behind
Yeah,
it
okay.
on the right
So I
side.
assume, okay.
So either that or we can turn it into a four-way stop, which is what I have the resolution written as. Just depends how tight we want the corner. Right now, I would recommend just going with the yield sign and see if traffic will obey it. Again, I've watched a lot of people out in the country just drive through stop signs also. So I know I just ask that people don't put all of their faith into stop signs and watch the intersections.
The issue is this hill here is when you can't get semis up.
On the east-west.
When it gets icy,
Yeah,
it's a shaded intersection, and it's, trucks need to get up and down it, so. No, I had an incident there when I was hauling rock for the county one time, like a car pulled out in front of me, and I had to lock up my brakes and darn near hit him, so, you know, there's an issue here we need to correct.
Right, like I say, visibility is not good.
Right.
Were you planning to put that yield sign, if that were a stop sign, you'd have a stop sign on both the north and south?
Correct.
All right. So I guess
Yeah.
a yield or a stop, either one there would kind of do the same thing. Yield is a little less restrictive.
And the only other thing, when you go to a four-way, they used to have three-way stops. By the code, they do not
Yeah.
recommend three-way stops any longer because again, it's just another confusing thing that happens. So that's why you skip the three-way stops and go to four-ways. But if we want to do the yield signs, I don't need any type of formal action on that. That we can do. It's just to go to a four-way stop that needs to have the resolution passed.
In my opinion, let's put a yield sign in, and I'll discuss everything else with the landowners around there and make sure
Okay.
they're good with that. And if we have to go more restrictive, it will be a four-way.
Right.
So, according to the DOT's
Mhm.
codes, so. Okay,
I would make a motion to approve that.
And I'll second it.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We will get that put up as soon as we can.
Do
Just
we-
doing a yield,
Yes.
so we don't need any action.
No.
do we need
Do you
a
need
motion
to
to
table it?
table that, or
Or does it
or just
die?
dies for lack of motion? For 6B?
It would die for lack of a motion.
Okay.
Okay.
And just a few other quick things. We did start the bridge project on Yellowwood, so F-16 to 2200 is closed. The old structure has been removed and we'll hopefully start driving pile, if not today, first thing tomorrow. So depending on the weather, that should move right along and we'll get that done. And move on to the next one. Maintainers are all out. I believe some of them are out this morning. We did have a good rain, but I think there's some things they can be working on yet. Seem to dry out pretty good. So they are all out. We are working toward having everything touched up before harvest, and that includes all the level B roads. I know some of them have some pretty good ruts, so we'll get those bladed and
Speaking of
filled
that, I had a complaint about 1400 Street.
in. And
There was a lot of gullies in there and they couldn't drive down the road.
do you know what a close intersection is?
Oh, he told me, but I can't remember what.
Okay. Is it a piece of dirt road on 14?
Yeah,
Okay. I'll see if I can go off the map and see how many chunks we have of that. And see if I can get that in and we'll get it done. M16 paving did begin last week by Shelby. They started to mill off the old surface, so it sounds like, depending on their schedule and again the weather, but even with some showers, they can keep milling. Hopefully they'll start putting the new asphalt down the end of next week or the beginning of the following week. So just depends how everything works out, if their equipment doesn't break down and how everything goes. But I would like to thank the public for avoiding the area as that road is closed to through traffic. And it seems like they have been, the traffic was significantly down when I was out there and they were working. So I do appreciate it, and just keeps it safer for everybody. So just like to thank them for that. Other than that, that's what I've got for today, unless you have any other questions.
Keep them busy.
That's right.
Thanks,
Fall's
Chris.
coming.
Thanks. Thank you, Chris. Oh, I see they're cutting silage, dairy, and there's some really bad spots out there.
Okay.
I'm sure the foreman will see them, but
Soft
Well,
after the
dragging
rain.
mud out onto the road,
Yeah.
so.
Hopefully we
If
can
you want
avoid
to
a
kind
lot
of
of.
control that area, it might be a good idea.
Yeah, I think the end of last week they talked about starting and they were out. So
Okay.
hopefully we can avoid any other major rains.
Sounds good. Thank you. Jim Borcher, Irwin Mayor, abatement of taxes.
That is me, I think.
Hi, Jim.
We've had an issue with this property for several years. One time we had to clean it off because it's all jumped up, and he didn't like that. The old gentleman finally crashed in his house. His son found him back in '23, dead. And since then, nobody wants, any of the kids don't want to touch it because they have judgments and stuff against it. And it just, so we had no choice but to seek title and start cleaning it up, which we're seeking bids right now to get somebody to come in and crunch it up and put it in the basement so we can burn it, and then they'll come back and clean it up. And increase that vacant lot there across the road from the park. So, in the meantime, there's some taxes that are left on him that we would like some consideration of waiving. I think the first two payments this year will be done, that's all there is on taxes for the city.
Marcus, you have any input on this?
Did the order indicate that the taxes should be abated?
No, that's something we forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that the board has much discretion. I think the code says that you shall abate it, but typically we want to have that in the order.
Now,
It's something we can still get.
our city attorney did that.
Yeah, I mean, if Marcus, if that's something that should be in
When
place.
they were awarding the property, it was awarded a different.
Okay. Yeah, we've done it for other properties in Harlan.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I think you're required to abate it once the city does it. I know boards in the past have wanted to have have it in the order, but I think you can go ahead and do it
Go ahead and do it.
under the code anyway.
Okay.
It doesn't have to go through the treasurer's office?
We've been there, doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
We got legal title,
Okay.
that's what that one for was.
Okay, I got that.
I'll make a motion to approve the abatement of taxes on that property at 110 Walnut Street in Irving.
A second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Burn away.
Burn away. Get somebody to take a bid, give us a bid, but
Not knocking down.
we think we know who it might be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And he didn't park on us right now.
there you go.
good.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep.
Alex.
Kenny Hansen, are you out there?
Yeah,
There
see
he
you
is.
there.
EMS Director, consider approval of Resolution 2025-23, setting Shelby County Ambulance Service fee schedule.
So this kind of just goes off the setup program we talked about last time with the collections and fees. So for us to, this is their fee schedule from PCC already, but for us to be able to enroll in the setup program and establish collections, we just have to establish the legal authority to bill for our services. So the recommendation was either a resolution or an ordinance. A resolution is a little easier to put together, so I sent it to Marcus. As far as everything looked good. And it should justify what we need to establish.
Okay.
Any questions on that one? Answer?
It's good to go, Marcus?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Any further discussion?
No?
We have a motion to approve Resolution 2025-23.
Motion?
And I'll second.
Can we change the 23 to 22? Or not?
Is it supposed to be 22?
Well, since we skipped the stop sign one,
Oh,
Oh,
or just leave it 23?
just leave it 23.
okay. Okay. We have a motion to approve resolution 2025-23. Do you have a motion already? Charlie made a motion already, Mike seconded. All in favor? Aye. All right. Thank you.
Deal. Must be getting stuff in order. That was the shortest report you've had.
Yeah, I don't have much more to talk about yet. We're just trying to get this all wrapped up so we can keep moving forward. And,
Appreciate it.
Meeting must be here October 1st.
I was gonna ask you about that.
All right.
They're
Thank you,
wrapped
Kenny.
September 15th, get the lettering done, and we'll get Harlan installed, but they're gonna, we saved about $5,000 by letting them demo it in the month of September, so.
Sure.
We'll let them do that.
You bet. Thanks, sir. Okay, Alex Londo. Consider approval of fiscal sponsorship for grant from Community Foundation of Southwest Iowa.
Morning.
Alex,
Hi, Alex.
So, this has been the first time that I've applied for this grant in a while, so I forgot that our tax ID number is the same as the county's, so I need a fiscal sponsor for this grant. I'm applying for a grant to help fund our drone upgrades, along with getting new pilots that we can train to hopefully fly our drones. I applied for, and I think the actual full application is, you guys got a copy of that. We're looking at purchasing a new drone that's got some more thermal capabilities and will help us with search and rescue, especially when one of the things we noticed was when you're up in the air 300 feet, you're looking for something, you can't really tell your people versus who you're looking for. So the new drones actually have the capability to have like you can see a laser on them, so you can have like we can see who our people are and who we're looking for based on that. So I'm just we're asking for approval to use you guys as our fiscal sponsor to apply for this grant.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great project. We need to stay up on technology, and drones are invaluable.
Yeah. I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for doing that. Committee reports, Mike?
Just went to the ISAC summer conference. Just a variety of educational sessions. Most of the subject was on property tax reform, mental health system realignment, alternative energy installations, and of course the local ordinance control outside of our pipeline meetings is still a big topic outside the pipeline industry. So people are doing moratoriums on solar and wind until they can figure out what they can and can't do. And so we kind of wait and see what happens with this Supreme Court hearing if we can do that. So
Sure.
that's about it. A couple of meetings, but nothing consequential came out here. So.
We had a safety committee meeting last Wednesday, and there was one injury with one of the deputies, pulled his shoulder, trying to do CPR on somebody. There wasn't really anything you could do about it. And Thursday, I'm going with Hungry Canyons to South Dakota. We're going up and look at some dams up there. So that's part of our program. So I'll be on the road.
All right. There's a lot from me. I'm attending the Iowa County Conservation Board Conference next week, and hopefully pick up some ideas there and see what's going on in the state. But, that's about all I have. Are there any department heads who would like to give a report? If you got anything, come on up.
I'm here, I might as well, right?
Just drone on.
Yeah, I'll make it a quick one. So again, we talked about the drone stuff. We're also working on our hazard mitigation plan. I'll be sending out some emails here this week. We've got to have a couple public meetings. Just as a reminder, that was something that we used to contract out to get that plan written, but the fees on that and the grant was funded through a federal program. I'm not sure exactly if it's going to be funded or not. So I'm just writing it myself this year and saving the money. So that's been a big project. We're also working on the 911 signs. I know Jordan he's been working really hard on it, and he's got quite a few that are almost done that he's going to be contacting people to pick up. And then he's also starting his drive around the county and just kind of replacing some numbers on signs. So if you happen to drive by your house and you see some new numbers on there, That was us putting them up. And then, also, I know people might have noticed that the weather camera was down, or is kind of intermittently down. It was something to do with our cell service that is on that site, or the Wi-Fi service is not the greatest. It actually shoots service from the comm center over there, and with all the trees and the foliage out now, it's not reliable. So we repurposed a piece of equipment, and we'll be installing it this week to go up there and actually just give us basically a cell service. So it'll have its own little service booster there, so it should stay up permanently and not be hit or miss anymore. Another thing that we've been working on, and I've been working on, is having like a daily situational update and a daily briefing. I think I sent that to you guys in an email. I partnered with Schneider, and they let us use their ArcGIS program to put a daily situational brief up for the general public and elected officials. But it just kind of gives a daily, this is the kind of things we're doing, this is what we have going on that the public might want to know about. I know we're putting like the M16 road closure, that's on there, so that people want to go on and look at a map and see some stuff, it's there. It also has a direct link to the National Weather Service and all their weather information. And then a link to our county calendar, which gives all of our trainings and meetings for the fire departments and all that stuff. So something that some other EMAs do that I thought would be beneficial here, so we're implementing it. And then other than that, we're down 2 dispatchers. I had one that went to part-time and one that is now the EMA coordinator over in Harrison County, Glenn Burks. So I did hire 2 new ones. Shelby Anderson started with us last week, and then she's completely green, never been in this line before, so she's got some training ahead of her. And then we also hired Casey Sorensen. She's currently a Carroll County dispatcher, and she'll be starting with us later this month. So one with experience, one without, so we're, kind of works. Yeah, exactly. But we still have a couple part-timers that are helping fill in the staff to hopefully alleviate some of the overtime issues that we've had. But then once we're fully staffed, we're back to normal.
To lose Glenn, but congratulations to him.
I know.
It's a good opportunity for him.
It is, yes. I'm excited. They've had a lot of turnover there in the last few years. I think Glenn, being local, he's from around that area. He's close to Harrison County. We have a great working relationship, and I hope to see that continue. So,
That's good.
sorry.
Thank you, Alex. With that, we nothing left on the agenda. We will be adjourned. Thank you.